Morning Show.
You're listening to the Voice of Stockton on KXVS.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. This is the Rise and Shine 209 Morning Show. I'm Alex here with Timothy, Ronnie, and Marcellus.
Hey.
Hello.
Good morning,
How's it
good
going,
morning,
everybody?
Rise and Shine 209.
Sorry, I'm making this good morning post to my Facebook pals so they could join in on the show this morning with us. How's your mornings going, everyone?
So far, so good. I'm looking forward to having Bubba Awesome come on the show. He'll be here about 9 o'clock, and he'll be talking to everybody out there about what he's been doing and what he's going to be doing soon.
Can you type in what his
So,
name is?
yeah. Bubba, youngest rapper in Stockton.
Youngest rapper in Stockton. Doubt it.
Why is that?
Because my little cousins is rapping out the womb nowadays. Like, straight up. They come out like, hey, spitzes, maybe like 4 or 5 going in. Where was I the other day that I heard? I must have been dreaming, I guess. But no. This was my friend's kids. They were going into a beat. It was like really late, and they were rapping. They're like 10. They're like 10 years old, just rapping, cussing, and whatnot. I'm like, man, chill out. Okay. But yes, this is the morning show with Marcellus, Ronnie, Alex, and Timothy. Glad you could be here with us this morning, Tim. What is our weather looking like today? Are we in
It's 64 degrees right now, so that's pretty cool for how we do it. It's going to be high of 95, low of 60 degrees, and tomorrow it's going to be 96. Jumps up to 100 for Saturday, 102 on Sunday. So right now, 64, not too bad. You can still sit around your house if you don't have anything to do, have that coffee outside or that tea. But if you have to get up and get out, it's still cool to deal with. Okay. You guys like that?
Yes.
About 95 weather?
Yes.
Yes, it's
It cooled down yesterday, so, I ride my bike to and from work. I get off pretty late. So I was riding my bike, and it was actually cool in the night, and I thought, wow, even just a little light sweater would have been nice to have. So I didn't expect it to be so cool, like, as far as the dropping temperature towards the evening. So if that's what it's going to be again, be prepared.
Yeah, be prepared, because that's what it actually is going to be.
Yeah. Usually when I'm going to bed, I have to have the fan practically on full blast to feel good. But
That's me too.
I bet you do, Tim. I bet you do.
But last night it was like 78, and I was like, dude, I don't even need the fan.
Oh, nice.
Like this is
I need
good.
my fan,
Yeah.
and if I don't need it, I just turn it on anyways and get under covers, like straight up, dude, with my pillow. Y'all know how I get down, how I operate. Pillow between the legs.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Cried into the pillow.
Oh man, pillow between the legs. Get you like a couple pillows. Like here, if you don't have a couple, just grab you one, fold it in half, put it under your head. Let's see, what else do I like to hit this, like bring the blanket up to here.
All up into tuck it into your neck.
Yeah, into my neck. You know what I'm saying? And then knock out. That's why I'm so tired, man. I got some good sleep. So I'm convinced that my sleep was so good that it made me more tired. I got good sleep, like 12 to 6:30.
Nice.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's pretty good. That's at least 6 to 7
And
hours.
I'm telling you, like it was like I don't even remember being asleep. It was one of those deep sleeps where it's just like you go to sleep and then just wake up like that. And you're like, oh snap, it's time to go. Like, yeah, it was that type of sleep. Like I was talking to a friend about rehearsals. Then next thing I know, boom,
I'm just out.
Waking up like.
I woke up like that today, as far as like, oh my gosh, what time is it? I really thought I was late. I thought I was late for my other job. Like, not late for coming to the morning show, but late to going to work. I was so out.
That's
I
funny.
was like, oh, half my day's gone. Oh, I missed the show.
Have you ever went to sleep and during the day and then woke up like it's the next day? Like,
oh man.
Like, is it tomorrow already type of thing?
I've gone to sleep and like just a nap and woke up the same day and thought I missed a whole day.
Yeah.
And I'm just kind of like, well, I don't know. In those moments, I guess it means we really, really, really need some sleep because, you know, I missed a lot of it. Just out, just gone, dreamland.
I was gonna say, any of you guys go through this where you all through the day you're just exhausted, you're tired, ready for bed. Then you get home, you get to your bed,
wide awake,
and then all of a sudden it's just like, hey, let's go do some stuff. It's
yes. Oh, at work I be so tired, and then when I get home, I'm like, I want to start like being on my phone, making plans. Like,
yeah. I was just trying to lay down. I kept tossing and turning. I was like, dude, I was practically when I was here for the meeting last night, like. Dude, I had one chair. I was laying up against that. I had the other chair. Had my legs up on that, and I was practically falling asleep in the meeting.
Oh man!
I get home.
You got real comfortable in that.
I get home, and I'm just like, really, like, with pillows and blankets and everything. And now you're just like, yeah, let's go do some stuff.
You're like, thanks, body. Thanks, mind. Well, I don't know. My morning was good. I woke up.
My body is like that as well. Yeah. It's good that you woke up, Rondé.
I think so.
I'm glad to see you.
Comfortable. I enjoy my bed. My bed's really, really comfortable. I have one of those like the memory foam tops that just like are put on top of it.
Oh snap!
I was just gonna ask what makes it so comfortable, but that does it.
Yeah, so it's like I have my bed, and then it's like that memory foam piece on top. I'm just like, oh man, somebody else could be laying in the bed, and then I could jump on the bed, and it wouldn't even bother that person. Like, my daughter
Interesting, you would make that.
Yeah, because my daughter was laying on the bed, and I wanted to go like jump on the bed next to her, like, and then make somebody kind of like.
Like
like
the commercials where they have the wine glass on the other side.
Oh yeah. Well,
and they're all like, if I jump on the bed, that wine glass isn't gonna move. Yeah. See, I always thought watching those commercials, what if it's not like. What if the shockwave actually knocks the wine glass over?
I'm sure. They probably got the 1 out of 10 times that. Yeah.
Like does the person who jumps on the bed, bruh, you pay for that now.
Well, shoot, I wanted, I kind of like to joke around and play around a little bit. Actually, I play around a lot at home, and so like I'll play around with my kids. So, my daughter's on the bed, and I kind of wanted to be just a little butthead, I guess you could say. Just go mess with her because she's all comfortable. So I went to go jump on the bed right next to her, and like nothing. I was like, fail, backfire.
Fail.
I was like, shoot, okay, that works. It was nice. I was like, great, bed's comfortable. Good.
Oh, that's pretty funny. If you're out there driving, here's some little traffic information for you. Pretty clear. For the most part, I-5 on both directions, a little moderate traffic. So be prepared. Don't wait till the last second and try to rush through. 99, same as well. A little moderate traffic going on. But that's pretty much it. Just moderate traffic here and there throughout the city. You got slow and go right in front of the mall on Pacific. And where else here on Oak Street? Over off California. That's about it, though. I mean, Hammer, I would say right now the main roads, Ben Holt, Hammer, March, they have a little slow and go. But no accidents on the freeway or in the city, so that's good.
Knock on wood, thank goodness.
Yeah, knock on that wood because...
Sweet. I was almost victim of accident this morning.
Oh my gosh.
Not victim, I'm sorry.
You
not
almost,
victim.
You almost caused one?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's not funny.
That makes it a difference.
Funny, not funny.
Yeah, almost Miracle Wow on that broadcast right there.
So, what happened?
Oh, none. I was just being really impatient, and the ladies was trying to come. I was like, I can beat you, but now I was like, nah, don't do that, Marcelo. So I was like, be good. And then I stopped and I waited. And then I was like, man, I'm waiting too long. So I was like, I could take her still. And then I almost went. And I was like, nah, be patient.
Oh
and that's That almost, I was like, you know what? No, you should have did this at first if you wanted to. But then I was like, she's taking forever. I'm going.
That's usually when it happens. You stop, like, all right, I'm gonna let them go. Well, now they're taking too long, so now I'm gonna try and go. It's that. I've been there.
I think at one point she got out of her car and went into the store. I was like, what the?
Right?
Like, what's going on? I'm not waiting on you.
Oh man, so I have to admit something. I'm probably gonna need some help from you guys because you guys seem more social media savvy than
What's
me.
up? I'd love to help.
I need to figure out Snapchat.
Okay.
What do you need to figure out? What do you want out of Snapchat?
Everything.
Look,
Everything.
everything.
I have it. I don't really use it.
We should go around. We'll have a tutorial.
My mom is her and some other family members on a road trip to DC. They're going to the African American
nice.
Are they
Museum.
driving?
Nice.
Yeah, they're driving
Cross country?
Cross country. So I told one of them to fix Snapchat up for my mother so she could do it, and Snapchat the whole trip. Then I told the other kid, he's in high school, a little young, he's social media savvy. Hey, Snapchat the trip, show everybody what's going on. He's like, oh yeah, I'm going to do it anyway. So. And he has it.
I don't need to let me know to do this.
This is what I do. I do it every day.
Yeah.
That's basically how he looked at me, like, fool, shut up. But anyway,
Of course.
yeah, he did do it, but it's trash. I say that because I was looking for something else in the Snapchatting that I was going to view. All I've been seeing is this guy's face.
Was he on there with the puppy dog
So
face?
you're looking at somebody
he got
else.
the
else's
little
story.
filters, but it's all his face, and then like he'll write where he is, or the filter for
Where it is.
Yeah, where it is. That's not what I was looking for.
You were looking for like
Yeah.
the Snapchat videos of like, hey, look, I'm at this location, and here's a little bit of me,
Yeah.
and here's some of the location, then some.
No, you know what I got? I got a picture of his face with the little U pillow on, with the sleep face, and we're in Chicago.
Are they already in Chicago?
Oh yeah. I think they got there yesterday, actually, DC.
When did they leave?
Last week sometime.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
They've been having a nice road trip then.
Oh yeah.
Oh, my
yeah.
goodness.
They've actually had. I've gotten my mom sent me some pictures of some bison that were on the side of the road
I
in
love
Wyoming.
road trips.
That the mom almost rammed them because they got too close.
Oh.
A couple restaurants they went to in Chicago, the Angry Crab or something like that.
Oh.
It looked.
Did they stop through Texas to try to eat that big old 72-ounce steak? And if they eat it all, it's for free. It's like 9. It's
I
like,
doubt it.
It's like 9 little
That
steaks.
I don't think they would do
It
that.
was a little
Okay.
south.
Yeah.
No, they went to Chicago, so they ain't passed through St. Louis.
No, they probably took. Okay, so you got the 10, the 20,
Yeah, they were
the
by
40.
the Dakotas and all that.
So they probably took the 20 or the 40 across.
But yeah, man, I need to. So now I need to be on Snapchat and do it,
Okay.
so I can do it how I want.
All right. Well, let's have a little
So I need
fun
to-
time afterwards. Let's just take a look at that Snapchat.
How do you
see what we got.
record?
Surprised
How
that
do you-
a photographer is not into something like that because I take terrible pictures.
I'd hate it.
Not gonna lie.
I like it. I like the idea. I just hate social media. That's
There
my
you go.
that's my
Because it's
issue.
social media. It's because it's social
It's
media.
Social media.
So even though it's like a photograph type app.
well, you can have
Yeah.
all the. I mean, what about social media don't you like?
Just don't like it. I mean,
people.
the whole
The
concept
people.
behind it sounds good, but then
Is it
you
like
get on there and
Because
it's
you
just
could
too
literally
much.
just snap you could literally just snap your mom, that kid. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can only have a circle of 5
Oh
friends.
no! When I say social media in general.
And period, you want to
Yeah.
get on all
no,
that?
No.
Or
I
snap?
just I'm not big on the social media in general.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
Is it the fact that you don't like the
don't
culture
think-
of social media?
Maybe.
Because
Yeah,
because I'm on like the same boat with you where I like the theory of social media, but then I look at Facebook and like my friends are going, "Hey, look at what I ate," and like, "Look
yeah,
where
that
I
gets
went."
weird.
Oh, this is what I
love
ate for
that.
breakfast. This is what I ate for like. This is what I ate it all day long, and like it's
Yeah.
just like this
Just
is not.
dropping
This isn't
papers.
what I care about. I don't care about what you ate. Like, put up something about your life.
I love that. I care. Then that's when Marcellus comes in. Heart emoji. Pumping everybody up. Like, keep going.
Down the
that's
line.
pretty funny.
Like, that looks good. No invite.
Give some people
comment.
some love.
No invite? Question mark. But no, Snapchat would be definitely something so different than all of the rest, because first off, everything you post is gonna disappear in the next 24 hours.
Right,
so it's
right.
like you got like it. Honestly, it's the app of like the new generation going out, because when you go out, you don't ask for a number. You know what I'm saying? You don't ask for nobody's number.
You
no
ask for
more.
their Snapchat.
Yes.
And their Instagram.
Yeah.
Yes, Snap and Instagram. Facebook is a little weird to ask for. Like, that's way too personal. Like, numbers and Facebook is way too personal now.
Wait a minute.
So, but
So-
if what's up?
Asking for a number is too personal, so nowadays you just get the snaps.
Yeah,
and
yes.
to seem like, oh, you know, it's
see
not
what
too
they're about.
serious.
Yeah,
Follow
not too
them.
serious.
Yeah.
Like,
Like,
hey,
hey, let me
like,
see-
hey,
let me-
yeah, you got
Yeah,
Snapchat, and they're
let me-
be like,
let me
oh
stalk
yeah,
you real
sure.
quick.
They'd be like, sure. And
yeah.
then the cool thing about it is like, okay, so if you meet somebody who goes out often. If you meet somebody who goes out often, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I go out pretty often. Say I meet somebody locally who goes out often. So, because Stockton, we all see each other often. If we go out often, there's not a lot of places. So if I meet a girl, like, I'm probably going to see her around often. So I get her on the Snap. So now we watching each other on Snap. She's like, she could be doing something today, and I could be watching. I'm like, oh, that's cool. And I'll comment, hey, whoop-de-whoop. And then, you know what I'm saying, get a little conversation started, and she may see something that I'm doing, like me on stage or doing the radio, and she'd be like, oh, you're so inspiring. Boom. Okay. Now we're having a little conversation. And then after that, like, say on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday night, you go through your Snap stream of, like, people
All their stories.
Yeah. And you're like, oh, Veronica is at the Ave. Oh, it's popping. You know what I'm saying? Like, we should go there. Or you'd be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? You could kind of regulate, see what everybody's doing tonight and out, and where the spot's at. But
all right, that makes
for the
sense. I
most
hear
part-
my cousin saying, "Oh yeah, girl was watching my snaps and she sent me a message saying she wanted to get together." So yeah, okay.
yeah, they
And
could.
you're like, what?
Yeah, you know.
How's that
all right.
possible?
I mean,
How did you get in
I was
touch
at
with
the
her
park
through
with you
Snapchat?
guys the other day, and I was trying to do one. Was at the park the other day, and I turned around and I had it. I didn't know what the hell. I just thought you just turned it on and to start recording. I didn't know you had to hold the button.
Yeah.
So like now I'm like, dang, you had to hold the button every time you do it. Okay, now it makes sense.
you
Where
want a
everybody's
video.
all. Sometimes the snaps aren't right
All
because
in
you
the
have to
hell,
hold the
yeah.
button and. Okay.
It only gives you so much time. But yeah, Snapchat is the way to go to these days. And then yeah, man, it's Snapchat is where it's at, bro. Get one. It's beautiful.
I've heard stories.
It's beautiful. Look, it should be like bloop 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 bloop. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, you could.
And you know what's really cool is they reach out to the communities in which, like, you know, what they're doing too. Because I remember when I was throwing the International Pillow Fight Day here in Stockton, so International Pillow Fight Day, Stockton, California. Snapchat reached out, and I got a message in my inbox basically saying that they were covering the International Pillow Fight Day around the world. And so since we had put up that we were participating, they sent us a notice saying that they're going to be covering it, and they'd like to have our footage so they can feature Stockton, because we were we were a first timer.
Cool.
Like this year we were a first timer, so coming around next year, International Pillow Fight Day will be our second Pillow Fight Day for the city. So I don't know, it's going to be exciting, it's going to be fun. Hopefully the weather will be good then next year, but let's just go ahead and go to a break real quick, and we'll come back with daily quotes, horoscopes, and all those other fun things for y'all.
All right, we'll do that.
Yes.
Here at KXVS.
Or when you tried removing those raccoons from the basement. Concentrate on the soothing sound of my voice. Release the memory of when you wrestled with that beehive in your son's treehouse. Let go of the time you thought that skunk was a cat, or when you pulled into the garage with your son's bike on top of the car. Deep breaths. Deep breaths.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you. For more information on how you can adopt, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
This is strictly for my loved ones. Keep 100 wildlife. Mama buried me a G. Kiss my babies when I die.
Skytrax Production.
No more pain, no more drama set up in my life, my life. This is strictly for my niggas, keep it 100 while I. RIP to all my loved ones that we loved and lost. Even the ones behind the cell, freedom was the cost. Run hustling on the block to get on those packs off. Bills past due, PG&E will cut your lights off. Eviction notice number 2, feel like you down and out. Gambling with your life every day until you crapping out. Your kids crying and hungry, no clothes on their back now. Cause daddy couldn't keep a job and hold the house down. You hit the streets confrontation and get gunned down. Over some kilos of that raw in a couple pounds. Word around town got around his homeboy snitching now. Cause they after the same thing, money pinching, wow. So only time will tell, white people on earth existence. Can't stand to see you up, put you down, crashed in the barrel. My city dangerous, gun smoke from the smoking barrel. Wet up your peril, survival of the fittest, recording life in the ghetto. This is strictly for my loved ones, keep it 100 while I. Mama buried me a G, kiss my babies when I die. No more pain, no more drama, set up in my life. This is strictly for my niggas, keep it 100 while I. So watch out who you hang with, misery loves company. That's why you'll always see me riding unaccompanied. Hustling, pushing this music to keep me out the streets. My mama told me if you don't grind it, you don't eat. My nigga Bobby died, I tossed and turned and couldn't sleep. Stockton only built for the strong, it's not made for the weak. Murdered in cold blood, always told me never pull a pistol if you ain't gonna use it. Go against his word, find no breath in the fatal shooting. Keep your friends close, but enemies closer. Blood is thicker than water, be careful who you call family. Can't trust me to put you on ice. Bodies hanging like slaughter cattle up in the freezer. Took a couple years off, needed a little breather. Georgia cold winter, better bring a heater. Cause nowadays money tighter than white beaters. Because the government robbing Paul just to pay Peter. Shots fired like 100 meters. This is strictly for my loved ones, keep it 100 while I. Mama buried me a G, kiss my babies when I die. No more pain, no more drama, set up in my life. This is strictly for my niggas, keep it 100 while I. Throughout my career, this be the realest shit I ever wrote. Spit from the heart, this be the illest shit I ever spoke. We all have challenges in life, using my antidote. Come and walk in my shoes, but only God knows. Escape from reality while people highly doubted me. Cause I just do it just out of love unconditionally. Dropping new albums, no product, they go support the G. Just let it go, if it come back, then it's meant to be. Follow your passion, just know nothing in this world for free. Go out and chase your dreams, get off your ass and work for it, get up and build your team. For me, there ain't no ifs, buts, or in-betweens. Positive vibes, humble, loyal living, just like a king. So when I die, bury me a G. Gotta find your balance, no triple B. 100 days, 100 nights, listen close, do you hear the sirens and screams? Go get this money by all means. This is strictly for my loved ones, keep it 100 while I. Mama buried me a G, kiss my babies when I die. No more pain, no more drama, set up in my life. This is strictly for my niggas, keep it 100 while I.
Welcome to the afternoon entertainment hour at OJ's Juice Bar, and here's today's juice.
Listen to OJ's Juice Bar, Sundays at 4 p.m. on KXVS, the voice of Stockton.
Cuando llegues a la esquina de Smith y Orchard, dobla a la izquierda.
No lo vas a creer. Marcy está
Luego
contenta
dobla en Marcy
de dejar a su
Avenue y
novio.
pasa los primeros 3 semáforos. Vuelve a doblar a la izquierda.
No creo que esté contenta.
Te faltan 5
Pero
cuadras.
es lo que
Te veré
escuché
esta noche.
Es difícil concentrarse en dos cosas a la vez, como textear y manejar. Evita textear, evita chocar. ¿Cómo dejarás de textear y manejar? Cuéntanos en evitachocar.org. Cortesía de la National Highway Traffic Safety Administration y el Ad Council.
Live in the flesh, KXVS Radio, the voice of Stockton, KXVS 92.1 FM.
And you're back here with Bright and Shine 209 Morning Show. Here at Stone Soup Studios, I'm Alex, here Marcellus, Ronnie, and Timothy. In the flesh.
Hey.
I'm glad to be back.
Feeling good, buddy?
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
All right. Well, it is still 64 degrees outside. Still time to relax if you can. Once again, high of 95 today. So, it is that time for your soul healing.
My favorite time of the show. Hold on. You know what? I might just go live on Facebook.
Okay, so we have the daily quotes that I'm just going to go ahead and give you guys first and foremost, daily quote. And then we'll jump into the horoscope. So the daily quote is by Sir Winston Churchill. He says, never give up on something that you can't go a day without thinking about. I don't know, coming to people, it might be a little obsessive, because sometimes you just got to let that go. But for the most part, whether it be an idea or, a dream or something of that nature, well, maybe even a person, never give up on something that you can't go a day without thinking about. So,
never
Sir Winston
give
Churchill,
up
thank
on
you
something that you can't go a day
guidance.
without thinking about. You know what? I'm going to have to go ahead and disagree. I'm giving up on a lot of things that I think about every day. Like one that I'm trying to stop right now is smoking weed every day. I need to stop that, man. Seriously. I need to take weekends off or something. Weekends or something. Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to move into your horoscopes. We're going to start with Cancer, of course. You're, okay, wait. Leo's coming soon, like in a day or two, right? So we'll be reading Leo every day versus reading Cancer every day. So
I already do read Leo every day.
Well, yes.
We do.
Leading off.
Yeah. We'll start it off with you. Yes.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
Look at her trying to prioritize
I'm
Leos.
not the only Leo.
Hold on.
There's like many Leos.
Just recommendations here.
Okay, so Cancers. In public, you're the very soul of tact, reserve, and discretion. Tonight, however, that won't be the case. If someone happens to ask for your opinion, even if you're out on a date with someone you were hoping to impress, you definitely won't cut any corners en route to telling the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Of course, if they stick with you after this, you'll know you really have something here. And isn't that more valuable than a second date because you were nice?
That was Leo?
That was Cancer.
That was Cancer.
Yeah.
How you feel about that?
Well, maybe they can have a quick-witted tongue, but I don't think Libra's got a pretty sharp tongue. Aquarius got a pretty sharp tongue, but Cancers are very emotional, so they're gonna say what it is and how it is.
Yeah.
For the most part, if they're gonna express that, but let's move into Aquarius. Aquarius, it seems that the heavens have decided to pass out coupons redeemable toward a veritable arsenal of verbal weapons.
Oh.
Interestingly enough, the offer is only good for your sign. Needless to say, you should be very careful if you decide to accept the offer, and even more careful when deciding where and when to put them into use. Basically, you have the verbal ability to decimate anyone who ever mildly disagrees with you. It's up to you to draw the line where it should be drawn. It's up to you to draw the line where it should be drawn. So do not decimate your people with verbal.
I don't. I'm like Spider-Man. With great power comes great responsibility.
This is true.
I usually try not to be hostile, but woo.
Well, it says you get to make the choice whether you choose to accept that offer or not. You can leave it at the door where you found it and not necessarily pick it up and say, okay, I'm going to open up this package and have like a plethora of verbal arsenal at my fingertips for all of you guys.
All the other Aquarius horoscopes I've been here for have said something about romance or like happiness.
They switched it up on us.
Like all of a sudden, it's just like totally like rip into somebody or don't rip into somebody.
But beware.
But beware.
Okay,
be aware that somebody may be ripping into you today. So that's what I got from that. They want me to just relax. Woosah. Probably take a couple of the read a chapter in that massaging book that you brought in the other day.
Shiatsu, yes.
Shiatsu.
Yes.
All right, on the Leos.
Oh, we're going to do Virgo first. Okay, so Virgo.
Virgos.
Just when you thought it was safe to go out, someone who's ordinarily the very soul of discretion will suddenly get you started on a topic that's near and dear to your heart, but far from fit for public consumption.
Ooh.
Before you jump down their throats, however, or begin to go off on an innocent bystander, think it over. It could be that you're both really displacing far deeper feelings. Could it be? Say maybe passion, for example, that you're kind of like putting down. You want me to read that again?
Was that last part?
That was for Virgo.
That last part you said was in there.
Yes, it says, before you jump down their throats, however, or begin to go off on an innocent bystander, think this over. Could it be that you're both really displacing far deeper feelings? Say passion, for example.
Oh.
Man, this thing is somebody is in the picture. Like, you are not.
Oh my God.
Are you about to get married, engaged, on some secret stuff? On some secret
They would be the one, them and Libra.
Never
right?
telling me nothing, man. You're
No, there's nothing to tell.
nothing to tell. We know.
Okay, Leo. Ignoring.
We know. Snapchat. He just got Snapchat. It's a bunch of tell. It's a lot.
Okay.
Check my story.
Oh my God.
Check his story.
It's empty.
It's empty.
It's real.
And it'll stay that way because he doesn't like social media. So you're like, hey, I know how to work it. I'm just not going to use it.
Pretty much.
Okay, Leos. Ignoring that one particular individual who seems to have a talent for aggravating you won't be easy. You'll have to bite your tongue, smile falsely, and force yourself to be totally different from the way you are. But why bother? Because you won't want the scar of a petty argument following you and your companions around for the entire evening. Don't worry. You can do the right thing without being untrue to yourself or letting them know that they've gotten to you. Kill them with kindness tonight. Call them on it tomorrow. And that is so, like, in a place where I have a situation that I know that this is going to be, like, the case today. I know that's gonna be the case because I already contemplated it yesterday. I already saw it. I already saw it start yesterday, and so I know that there's a conversation that needs to be had today. And so from there, since I need to just kind of grin and bear, because it will be that I'm sure it's gonna be a kind of an intense meeting. Just because I'm passionate about the subject, whereas somebody else might be jaded about the subject. And so, that's where a little bit of a clash where somebody's open to it and somebody might not be open to it. And then, maybe somebody has the ability for giving that tongue lashing. I'm really not that. I don't know. I don't really
tongue lashing.
Like, being like your verbal arsenal, when you're going and attacking people, you kind of have the ability to do so to hurt people's feelings. Well, I try
kind of what it was saying about you, Marcellus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I try not to.
Oh no, I
and so basically, what I get from this is like definitely bite my tongue and smile falsely, and that's so gonna happen today. I already know it.
Are you doing it right now?
Because I have to stay.
You gonna bite your tongue?
I'm gonna bite my tongue, like not allow myself to say certain things in which I would, in a different context, would say. So to make sure that I keep it like straight, keep it, kosher, professional, whatever you want to call it, and then just smile through it all, smile falsely, because it's not really.
It seems like
there's moments where things like that do need.
It seems like all of our horoscopes for the day have been on the general edge of be careful.
Yeah, you're gonna be snippy, snappy.
Yeah, everybody's going through it, I guess.
I'm gonna read Sagittarius as the other. I don't know why, but that's just what I chose because I don't think we've done that yet. We don't really read Sagittarius that much, but I'm going to do that. So it's your time to relax and not a moment too soon. You still can't control yourself when it comes to asking questions, and you still got a lot of questions, especially pertaining to one particular person. Be extra cautious about who you ask for information. Jealousy and resentment could easily be introduced into the mix, and who needs that when you're just getting started? This is one of the reasons why, me personally, I don't ask other people about, like, so-and-so be like, oh, didn't you find out? Didn't you know? No, because I don't need to know anybody's business. I form my own opinion. Like, other people have their own opinions based on whatever situations and experiences they may have had with that particular person. Not saying that, don't be mindful of what people might be saying about a person, but for the most part, I like to form my own opinion, my own judgment of a person, because that person and I may vibe well together, or we may have different experiences than what somebody else had with that person. So I don't. So that's for you guys, Sagittarius, today. Just be careful who you're asking and the source that it's coming from, because you never know, what kind of emotions or feelings they may have had about that particular person that you're asking about. So there you go. And is there anything to add to that?
No, I think you said it all.
Mm-hmm.
I think you capped it off well.
I think you capped it off well. Well, that's good, because I'm looking forward to that daily instruction and moving along from horoscopes.
And the daily instruction.
Yeah, and it's a good one today. Yesterday was a little off. Don't get, but we all kind of agreed. Don't get the haircut the day before the wedding.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm. And today, never applaud a mediocre performance unless it's your 5-year-old's first piano recital.
Oh.
Thank you.
Be honest, yeah.
I agree.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Participation trophies.
No, I'm playing. I support all the
all that stuff. No.
Yeah.
No, I don't. No.
See, I
Well,
go
it's a trophy
to
just 'cause you
a
can.
lot of open mics.
Oh, okay.
So if I don't applaud the comics that bomb, I feel like I'm not supporting.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not supporting
Makes sense.
them.
Because they went up there and did their thing, whether they
yeah,
bombed
like,
or not.
hey,
It's like good effort.
Good work. Because every time you bomb, you get better. I like to think, because you know what not to do.
Right.
Well, maybe, yeah.
I think that's different, though. I mean, support is one thing, but are you going to tell them, man, you're the greatest up there?
Yeah, that's support.
Well,
I'm not
that's
going to
going a
tell
little
the greatest.
far.
I'd be honest, like, there was last night, because we see each other all the time, so it's like I'm seeing these sets. So it's like, if you bomb, I'm going to be like, hey, good work.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning good, like you put in work. Like you
yeah.
tried some new stuff, it didn't work out. Hey, good attempt.
Yeah.
Good attempt. It happens. The crowd wasn't, you tried a bunch of new stuff and crowd wasn't feeling good work. Now go back and go back to the drawing board and figure it out. But that's good work. Like as far as like you
getting up there doing it.
Yeah,
and
you came.
Finishing.
You had some stuff you wanted to work on.
I agree.
Like you just progress. Good.
Yeah, because a lot of people wouldn't even get up there and do it. So yeah, I agree.
Exactly.
But saying, "Oh man, you killed it up there. That was the best set I've ever seen. I can't wait for you to do it again." People were loving it. Then that's a little different. I think that's just blowing smoke.
Yeah, and you shouldn't. Yeah, and that's kind of like one of the reasons why I like good feedback when somebody gives me feedback from like a piece that I've done, and I like honest feedback, because I know it's not the typical pop music that a lot of people are used to. So when I get constructive criticism or any kind of feedback from fans that say sometimes they'll say, oh, you need to make it a little more popular or a little this. I kind of think about where the music they might be thinking about where it comes from or whatnot, but for the most part, like, I kind of am pretty self-critical anyways. So if I hear that they give me feedback on something that I also made note to myself, I'm like, oh yeah, they're giving me real honest feedback, because I caught that too.
Yeah.
So it helps me to know where people stand, in the crowd. Whether they're blowing smoke or not.
Man, when I was when I first started doing comedy in St. Louis, this dude, his name is Jesse Taylor, and I used to go to his Sunday night shows and would be able to get up on stage. Like, I used to get booed off his stage. They say if you can make it at that show, you can make it anywhere. They say that about a show in Sacramento as well, but anybody can make it at that show in Sac, straight up. If you make it at this showcase in St. Louis, which isn't even around anymore, you could make it anywhere, and I would go get booed up. Like, I remember I would get off stage, and then Jesse would come back on stage like, oh, yeah, that was terrible. He was like, throw that out. He was like, throw that away.
But I do have to say,
throw that out.
But you're still doing your thing, and you're still going at it, and you're still moving along, and they don't even exist anymore, so.
Oh, no, it doesn't matter, but that was hilarious. Like, to look back at where I used to be, and it's funny. Like, I would never take it back, because I don't know.
It was a learning experience,
that
right?
I love that, because when I did start, I used to have a lot of rough shows trying to figure it out and stuff. But in my head, I never for a second did not think I was gonna get better. And
right, you didn't doubt yourself.
Yeah, I knew what it was. I knew it was a process. You know, some people get on stage and they get disappointed with having bad shows back to back to back to back.
And so they never show up again?
Yeah, so they quit.
Oh, wow.
So to be a comic is like having bad shows kind of hurt your feelings a little bit. Not mine at first, but now that I'm a lot better when I have a bad show, it hurts my feelings because it's like I'm better than that. But at first, I was just like, I bomb every show. You know, I'm figuring things out. I'm figuring it out. So I wouldn't bomb every show, but I would have some shows like that. And then people would be like, you know what I'm saying? But in my head, I was like, no, I got better. Did you see my last one? And then it would just all piece together slowly until it just started having a constant of, okay, good shows. And it was like good, great shows, good, great shows.
That makes me
great. And
think
then it was
about, you know, moving forward and being successful and like how you chose to take all of like the, you know, the learning and the trials of it and then having to move forward and like growing from it. It makes me think about this daily reflections for highly effective people that I brought in, and I actually kind of want to read that really quickly. There's like
it's a daily reflection.
It's like, yeah. So I've kind of brought it for the book segment, but I just kind of want to throw it in there because you're talking about your success, and you know, there's a lot of people that have different strategies, different techniques, and that go about it. But this one's by Stephen R. Covey. It's you know, pretty popular book. Daily Reflections for Highly Effective People, Living the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People Every Day. So I wanted to read this one in particular. It before they actually do it. They begin with the end in mind. You can do it in every area of your life, before a performance, a sales presentation, a difficult confrontation, or the daily challenge of meeting a goal. So you have to see it clearly, vividly, relentlessly, over and over again. Create an internal comfort zone. Then, when you get into the situation, it isn't foreign. It doesn't scare you. So that is a habit that some very highly effective people do. They begin with the end in mind. You know, they make sure that they see it clearly, vividly, relentlessly, over and over again in their mind so that it doesn't scare them because it already feels natural and normal to them. So as an athlete, Alex, what do you think about that? Do you remember, you know, before your meets or before any kind of competitions, it's something that you would do?
You know, I go back to actually track more than anything else, being it's team sport, but I did the individual events, so had to have that focus and that kind of mindset by yourself and to get to that place. So that's from the moment you get out there and try to warm up to right before you go and do your steps to start. It's that gotta have that focus and that ability to block everything else out.
And just visualize everything that you were doing.
Yeah. You know, some guys, I'm just talking about high jump in particular, and long jump. They'll do. You can see them going through the motions. I know if you guys haven't done, I mean, you've seen it. Guys start doing all that and doing all that. So I didn't do any of that when I first started. I just stood up there and just ran. But watching them and from say freshman year up until I think I started maybe my junior year changing my thing, it actually worked. I thought it was all fake, but it just gets your body in a different place than just being from sitting down to standing up, taking your gear off to get ready. It just kind of gets your blood pumping a little bit more, and yeah, it actually works. Kind of like a small meditation before you begin.
Right. Yeah. I would do that often before presentations and stuff. So, you know, I have a presentation to give, and that would be something that I would, you know, I run through it just like I'm running through lyrics. I just run through it time and time again just to kind of make sure that, you know, I'm on point and I like what I'm hearing. It's what I'm giving out, and it's like short, sweet, gets to the point, whatnot. But yeah. That's that segment for you guys. We're going to get ready to go to a break, and then when we come back, we'll just give you guys a little bit more news of what's going on in the paper and some other little things. So, see you in a minute.
See you guys.
KXVS on 92.1. Coming soon.
Welcome back to the Cat Show. Up next, we have Nico. Nico is a member of the Shelter Pet group.
That's right. A group known especially for their sunspot sleeping, ball chasing, leg rubbing, couch purring, bed leaping, and of course companionship.
Wonderful. And what breed would you say Nico is?
I'd have to go with a tabbyish Persian kind of mix.
Tremendous cat.
I'd also like to point out her coat's wonderful mix of colors. Is it black, gray, gray-black, brown?
Somewhere in between.
Indeed.
You know, it's always special when we get to see a cat like this.
Just look how she struts.
It's like she owns the place.
And how she's so incredibly cute in her indifference to commands.
A strong-willed feline.
Ah, and see how she curls up and cuddles her person.
The pitch on her purring is simply perfect.
Nice one.
I know. Fantastic cat.
Fantastic indeed. But really the best way to know an amazing shelter pet like Nico is to meet one.
Visit theshelterpetproject.org today. Adopt. Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
DDG Records.